Do you even sand, bro? I've been making some spheres lately, and one of the intimidating things when you're doing that is sanding and polishing to a glass finish. We're going to do that today. I'm going to show you the things that you need and show you what we're working with, and by the end of this, we're going to have a beautiful sphere. So let's get started. We're always going to talk about safety first. I have a microclimate Air 3. I use it all the time. I used it to turn this. I'm going to be talking to you during this video, so I'm not going to be using this. But I do have dust collection. You can see it here. You can see a Onada Low Pro right there and a shop vac. So that's there. Have your dust collection. I'm going to be talking to you today. So safety, please. Relax. We're doing this for a video. And then let's see what we need for materials. There's probably many ways to do this and different techniques, but I'm going to do this. I have a drill with one of these pad things that kind of velcros your paper on there. This is Abernet paper. It comes in these rolls like this. I've had this for years, and I just cut little things like that, and I'll cut it circle. I'll put it on here and cut it circle so it fits, and I'll show you how I use that. So this is 120 through 400, and this is 6 through 1000, and then Yorkshire grit microfine. This particular blank has clear in it, so I'm going to use the microfine. If not, if it's just color, then I use the original Yorkshire grit. And let's get started. Here's the sphere we're working with, straight off of the jig. I did this kind of freehand, this one spot that was left. So I have a little bit more to go. I don't want to go too far. When you have it in these cups, it's not exactly centered like you think it would be. So I'm going to do 120, and I'm going to wait till this is smooth, and then I'm going to turn it. So let's get started. I'm going to go about 500 RPM, and if I have to go in reverse or whatever, that's what's going to happen. So let's go. You can see it clearly right now. There's a line all the way around there. I'm trying to get rid of that. These little marks that were here are already gone. I'd rather sand this than cut too far. Sanding's easier than fixing it. So that is looking pretty good right there. So we need to get these sides down. We took a little bit of material off of this, so now we got to get these even now too. We don't want to chase it around too much, but we need to get it right also. So just center that up best you can and squeeze it back in there. The most important thing we're going to get out of this, I've already got this pretty round, but there's a line right here. Or maybe if you see some scratches right now, this first grit is the one you're going to take your time on. If you don't get the first grit right, the second grit's not going to be right. I have this line right here that I want to get out, and the rest of it looks pretty good. Obviously, it's 120 grit, so you're going to have scratches in here like this right here. We got some scratches, but I'm not too overly concerned about that right now. I'm going to do it with a drill until this right here is gone, so let's do that. That scratch is now gone, and I think I'm pretty good. So we've done both sides of this. I'm going to take the sandpaper off of the drill, and there's nothing like hand sanding. So I'm just going to go a little bit like this. You probably could go to the next grit without hand sanding, but I'm in such a habit of doing this, and I'm not putting a lot of pressure on here. I'm just going against the grain on all these other scratches. I'm going all the way sideways. And we're looking for a certain thing. It's kind of hard to explain, but we just don't want big scratches. We just kind of want it hazy, and we want the next grit to be able to do its job. And when I get finished with this, around here. I'll flip it again. And this thing's going to be cool. As you can see, there's still scratches in it, but I'm not that worried about it. It just needs to be nice scratches and not gouges, and it needs to be level with the surface, and that's what we're going to be counting on. Now it's time to move this, and we got to get this part. After this first grid, it's going to go by pretty quick. As a matter of fact, you can probably just hand sand these spots. And I like it. I like it. Look around, make sure you don't see any before we move on. Most important, before you move on to the next grit, make sure we're finished with the 120. And the rest of these are going to fly by. In between each grit, we'll get some denatured alcohol and clean off all of the dust that's on there, that gritty dust. Look at that. Look how cool that is. This is going to be awesome. Next grit, 240. That's the 400. Now we're going to do some wet sanding, and it's pretty easy, and I don't have to have the dust collector on anymore, so that's good. I like this part the best. It's kind of, your hands get wet or whatever, but it's like you can really sand this thing, and you'll start seeing your results. This really doesn't take very long. I've really only been doing this for about 15 or 20 minutes, so we'll just do this. It's the same thing. Get this wet, and then we'll do it with it on, and then sideways. And we don't have to listen to that shot back anymore, so that's pretty cool. You can see that right there. That's when you know you're doing good. Some people use squirt bottles, so they don't have to do this. I'll change the water out every time on this. Same thing, go this way. All we're really doing is making our scratches smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller until we can't see them. Whew. Oh my goodness, this thing looks cool. All right, I'm going to change that water and denature alcohol it again. And let's keep going. This thing is awesome. This is Yorkshire grit. Microfine, they have a regular, as you can see, this is see-through. It's just clear resin in there. So the microfine is what I use for that. And you could sand this to 1,000,000 or whatever. But I ain't got time for that. See how it's a little bit hazy? This is going to take that haziness right out. It's abrasive paste. I use it all the time. And there'll be links to all this stuff below anyway. But you just rub it on there. You get some. And don't be scared. You're going to rub it on here. You don't have to use a ton, but don't be stingy with it either. Make sure there's plenty, because when we turn on the lathe, we don't want it dry. We want it to be lubricated, if you will, I guess. That's one way to put it. And the lathe is still on 500. We'll work it up to about 1,000 here in a second, but Here we go. And you're just going to work it in. This stuff will break down the longer you use it, and when you can kind of feel that the brace is gone, you're kind of done. And of course, we'll have to flip it around and do it again. Believe it or not, we're almost done. The next step is to get all of this off of here, but now that we're working with a sphere, we still got these spots that we didn't do. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this and go ahead and turn it. And kind of do that again. I'll get a little bit more Yorkshire grit and put on these spots. And we'll go again. Work it in. We'll bump up our speed a little bit maybe. Good to go. Now we just want to get the excess off of here. So I get the clean part of the towel and kind of just start. I'm not going to push too hard. I'm just going to let it come off on its own, kind of buff it off of there. And of course, we still got to get underneath there. So go ahead and I'm back that off. I'm going to wipe these out. And twist it, put it back in there. And I'm going to get a clean towel. Ooh, this thing is beautiful. I didn't know I could make stuff that cool. Let's do this again. It's looking good. We got one more step after that, so hold tight. Woo! One more step. Let me get the buffing wheels on here. But look at this real quick. How cool is that? I'm amazed that we can make cool stuff like this. Let me get the buffing wheels on here. These are the buffing wheels. Yorkshire grit is not a finish, so this is Triple E, white diamond, and this is carnauba wax. So the wax is the finish. It's like 2,000 RPM. I got these loaded up with the buffing compounds, and we're going to go ahead and do this. Don't drop this right now. Don't drop it. Here we go. I'll give you a close-up in a second of this. I hope you got something out of this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. You made it all the way to the end of the video, so go to the comments and say, do you even sand, bro, in the comments. And we do this stuff all the time. I'm going to put a link at the end of this video to a sphere that I did. I turned it into Saturn. So go over there and check that one out, and we'll see you next time. Y'all be good. Bye.